Okay, here's time for another little video on the train automation. We've got all 5 trains running, and you can see that the computer is doing different things. And we have our 2 throttles sitting there. Actually, let me get a little close-up of that. I don't know how well you can see the numbers changing, but the computer is controlling the throttles. And now let's just watch the trains. Maybe Big Ed will finally get to see his train wreck, but maybe not. So we've got little Braver here. We've got all 5 trains running. But I did limit the length of the trains to three cars each. I've been tweaking on things a little bit. Got them working better. They're still not perfectly smooth. But the computer is definitely controlling everything. You can see the 2 trains that are the blue and yellow warp on it. They're running on 1 figure 8. The big RSD, black Santa Fe, and the passenger train are running on the other figure 8. And then the little black RS2 switcher with the tanker, he's flip-flopping between the 2 figure 8s. So we'll see how this runs for a while. Somebody's got to make a decision here. Oh, 3-way crash. No, not exactly. And we got another guy coming in the picture here, but he's got to wait. And there goes our little crossover. He kind of scooted in there. I still got more tweaking to do on this stuff, but it's getting better. It's really crazy to watch. I think when I get it all fine-tuned and get some longer length trains on it, it'll really be kind of amazing to see happen. It's been a long, struggling process to learn how to work with this software. I've got some other things I want to do with transponding and train identification. Take advantage of those features in the software. But unfortunately, I didn't wire the layout quite right to be compatible with train controllers. So I'm looking at a significant rewire. Basically, the layout's broken up into 32 blocks, which I felt I was going to need for the small size of the layout and the congestion of 5 trains with automation. But when I set up the transponding, I wired all 32 blocks through the transponding receivers, but there's only 16 of those, so 2 of them are combined in a zone. So I've got 2 blocks reporting in each zone, and train controller doesn't like that. It wants only 1 block transponding per receiver, so I've got to deal with that. But this has been an amazing journey. It's really kind of neat to see all this fancy technology finally start to come together with how I envisioned it. Still got a ways to go to tweak it out, but finally making some progress. I'll let it run a little bit here and you can see it. Oh, there was almost a collision at that far switch. And we got 3 trains kind of stacked up there. We'll see what happens. See how it sorts it out. And they're going to let that guy go through ahead of him. Probably hard to see those signals changing, but they're definitely working. And there he goes, off to the races again. I got him accelerating and decelerating pretty quick because he was involved in a lot of issues, so, but I think I can fine-tune that. I've got to get all these decoders on these locomotives kind of set up for this kind of operation, which basically you want to make them accelerate quickly and decelerate quickly, and then let the software actually control that acceleration and deceleration. Oh, we're going to have a collision. No, not quite. Still got a tweak on that little guy there and the braking setup there. There he goes. Get out of the way. When he clears his block there, then he'll finally get to go. It's kind of fascinating to see how train controller makes the decisions on which train goes where. I'm sure that can be tailored as well. So we're having lots of fun with this stuff. Kind of drives you crazy trying to figure out how to make it all work, but after a while you start to get the hang of it. It's been running for 15-20 minutes now and haven't had a train wreck yet. Of course, now that I've said it, it'll probably screw up, but we'll let her go another couple minutes here just to see what happens. That way Big Ed might be able to see his wreck, but I doubt it. And there he scooted through ahead of both of them that time. Just kind of depends on what's going on in front of them and everything around them, what decision it makes as to which train goes where and how fast and when to stop. The layout really is kind of tiny for this kind of operation, but I only got so much room to work with. Almost a wreck. No, not exactly. Have to fine-tune this decoders first, and then I got to reprofile them all. But I think we'll get it looking better with time. I really like this technology. It's been fun. I guess one of these days I'll get around to the scenery. And then it'll kind of hide the trains a little more on them corners over there. Make it a little more fascinating to see who's coming next. Okay, we got 3 trains meeting at the crossing here. What's going to happen? Yep, they're going to go through. Our poor guy's been waiting on that bridge a while, but it'll figure it out. There he goes. Okay, that's about 10 minutes worth. I think that's enough.